Right, everybody, Manchester United versus Liverpool. 5 things to expect. Let's get straight into it. So, number one, listen, we all want Ugarte to start the game, and we all think that he should. But the first thing that I do expect is Ugarte to be in the bench. I think he'll make the squad. I think we officially announce him, and that deal will get completed. But I don't think he will make the first team. I think it's way too early. You look at what Erik Ten Hag has done with previous signings. Ligt, Xerxes, he hasn't really put them into the team, especially with kind of obviously with Mason Mount being out injured. You could see if Ten Hag does play that false sort of 9 thing, you can have Ugarte, Casemiro, Mainu and Bruno as that midfield 4, but it is very, very unlikely that Ugarte does start. I think he might not even come off the bench, and he might get 10 minutes, but it's very, very unlikely that Ugarte does start for Manchester United. I think it's way too early. For him, he probably only would have had 2 or 3 training sessions. So yeah, I don't think Ugarte will make his debut. I'm hoping that after the international break he'll be fully fit and we'll be able to get to see the best out of Manuel Ugarte at Manchester United, because that's ultimately what you want to see and ultimately what we need to see. I think he'll be a big signing for us in that midfield, but he won't start the game against Liverpool. Number 2, I expect a change of formation. I think in the big games last season, Erik Ten Hag did kind of go with that false 9 formation. I think he'll do it again today. Against Liverpool. It'd be interesting to see though who he will play in that role, because there's no Mount, he's out injured. There's no McTominay to kind of play in that midfield. So will he go with Xerxes and kind of play him in that false 9 role, or maybe play Bruno in that false 9? Play Xerxes in behind him. We'll have to wait and see, but I think it will be a change of formation in these big games. Erik Ten Hag is used to doing that, and I think he will go ahead and do that. I think we need a change of formation. We know how good Liverpool are, and we talk about it more in the preview. But yeah, I think Liverpool are a top side, and we will have to have a change of formation. If we play the way that we played against Forest and Brighton, we'll get ripped apart because there's too many holes in that midfield. And ultimately, we have to be very, very careful with how we go into that game. So I do expect a change in formation. I think Erik Ten Hag will go with that 4-2-4. He's trying to compact that midfield, keep the wingers kind of deep and use them on the counter attack. And I think if we do play certain players like Ligt, it allows us to kind of compact the press. But yeah, I think that's what will happen. I think we will change the formation. I think we need to. I think if we play that 4-2-3-1, as I said, we get overrun. And man, it's all about being tight and compact in a game like this. I think Erik Ten Hag will set up quite pragmatically and kind of hit Liverpool on the break. But I don't think we should. We're at home. We should go to this game confident. But we'll have to wait and see what Erik Ten Hag will do in this game, because it certainly is a very, very fascinating game to say the least. So that's the second thing to expect, change of formation. Number 3. This is kind of what I expect and what I want. I want the Ligt to start, as I just touched on then. With the Ligt, it allows us to play that high line, allows us to compact the press, get higher up the pitch, break down Liverpool, press Liverpool. I think in the game where you have to be physical, you have to be dominant. After Maguire's poor performance, if we're being honest, against Brighton, we have to get him out of the team. And there's no better time now to put Ligt in. He'll be fresh. But add an extra week of training before we play Liverpool. I think he'll have a lot of confidence. I think Erik Ten Hag has brought him on in the last 2 games. The cameos have been good. And listen, we lost against Brighton last week, and Maguire had a big part to play. I mean, we won the game before, which Maguire was excellent. But now, based on performance, Maguire has to be dropped. And yeah, that's what I would bring in Matthias de Ligt to play that right centre-back role. I think he'd complement Martin as well. And just give him an opportunity to see what he's about. Now, the 4th thing that we want to discuss. The 4th thing is that I expect is defensive kind of worry. I think with Manchester United, we have struggled defensively, and I think with the issues that we have at the back, it will be a huge concern. I think we've got to be very, very careful, and that's what we have to look out for. So just a quick thing, defensive worry would kind of be the 4th, I think it is the 4th thing that I would look out for, because we have made a few mistakes defensively. And I think Erik Ten Hag has got kind of a big thing to look at this in terms of this game. So yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, that would be the fourth thing to expect. Now, the fifth and final thing to expect for Manchester United against Liverpool, I expect it to be an open game. Listen, Liverpool are a team under Arne Slot who like to get a lot of possession and control games. And ultimately, with Manchester United, we like to try and dominate possession, but ultimately get in behind, be quick on the counter-attack and score goals. So ultimately, I think it'd be an end-to-end game. I think Liverpool, we know the assets and the qualities that they have. United, we know the qualities that we have. It's all about utilising them. And we're at home, 75,000 fans, second home game of the season, third Premier League game. We have to go into this game looking to win. And ultimately, if we don't do that, that's going to be a biggest disappointment. And I think it will be an open game. You look at Liverpool, Salah, Nunez, Jota, Diaz, like a very fluid attack. And we see what they can do. I mean, Liverpool, we're touching it again, as I said in the preview, but they haven't really been the greatest in their last two games that they played. And I do certainly think we can utilise our threats that we have with Rashford, Garnacho, Ahmad on the break, even in attack, to kind of punish them. And I think we do have some very, very good performers who can really outshine and have a big game in this. So yeah, these are the 5 things to expect. I think there's some big things to see ahead of this game. I think, will it be an Ugarte debut? Will the Ligt start? What formation will Erik Ten Hag go with? There's a lot of questions to kind of discuss and think about ahead of this game. But let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. These are the 5 things to expect. Yeah, let's see what happens in the game. But leave your score predictions as well, and stay tuned for the preview press conference reaction coming in, I think, tomorrow. But yeah, let's see what happens. Thanks for watching. Peace.